Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Namacharya Haridas Thakur ki jai.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna devotees. Sorry to stop your ecstatic chanting. Welcome to today morning's call, Bhagavatam call. This is Padmini Radha Devi Dasi from Gaithersburg, Maryland, joining. Let me quickly read today's quote from Prabhupada. Anyone who is steady in his determination for the advanced stage of spiritual realization and can equally tolerate the onslaughts of distress and happiness is certainly a person eligible for liberation. Good morning and welcome to the class again. May I know who all have joined the call?
Hare Krishna Mataji and Hare Krishna to all the devotees. This is Sundar Bhandari from Maryland. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Surendra Prabhu. Thank you for joining the call. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna Mataji and Hare Krishna to all the devotees on this call. This is Geeta from Maryland. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Geeta Mataji. Thank you for joining the call. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna Mataji, this is Manju Sharma from Cocoa Beach, Florida. Hare Krishna to everybody. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Manju Mataji. Thank you for joining the call. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Mandaran Pranam to you and all the devotees on the call. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. This is Rupini Padma Devi Dasi from Orlando, Florida.
Hare Krishna Rupini Mataji. Thank you for joining the call. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Guru and Gauranga.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dhanva Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, Guru Maharaj. This is Manidhar Das.
Hare Krishna Manidhar Prabhu. Thank you for joining the call. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Guru and Gauranga.
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. This is Nikunja Rasadas from Germantown, Maryland.
Hare Krishna Tinkucha Prabhu. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Guru and Gauranga. Thank you for joining the call.
Hare Krishna Mataji and Hare Krishna to all devotees. This is Malini from Ashburn, Virginia. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Manali Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you for joining the call. Anyone else would like to announce their name? Okay, let me see. I don't see Maharaj join the call. Has he joined?
Maharaj is joining Mataji.
Okay.
There is some confusion with the link, so Shamarasika is talking to Maharaj.
Okay.
Hare Krishna.
In there.
Padmini Radha Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. Sri Shamarasika Devidasi from Germantown, Maryland.
Hare Krishna Shamarasika Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Guru and Gauranga. Thank you for joining the call and for always allowing us to serve. Maybe we could continue chanting until Maharaj joins.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dhanva Pranam, Jashpad Maharaj. This is Radharaman Das from Nilachal Dham Yoga Farm, Maryland. Question, the date on that invite is 1/6. Shamarasika Mataji, I think there is a confusion Maharaj has. So, can you clarify that with Maharaj?
Yeah, the
Krishna
message
Prabhuji,
says
I just
1/6.
sent Maharaj the link. I yesterday sent him, but I don't know what happened.
Yeah, but there is a date of 1/6. Today
Yes,
is
Mataji, the message on the message says
date
1/6.
is wrong. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. And date and day also.
Yeah. So I think Maharaj joined now.
Yeah. Okay. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
I had to bring the verse, so it will continue the June, but I had to bring the verse.
Yes. We are extremely fortunate to have his association of His Grace Samik Rishi Maharaj. Maharaj will be enlightening us from Srimad Bhagavatam, verse 8.12.7 onwards. Maharaj, please take over the call when you're ready, and I request the organizers to start the recording.
Yeah, Haribol. Thank you, Mataji.
Recording is on, Mataji.
Yeah, there was some confusion that there was some Mukesh on the Zoom line.
Oh, sorry, Maharaj. This is the new link we are doing on.
Oh, okay. So 8-7 and text number?
8.12.7.
Oh, 8-12-7. Okay. Okay. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Nama Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sajivam साद्वैतम सावधूतम परिजन सहितम कृष्ण चैतन्य देवम श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितम हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये नमो महावदान्नाय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामने गौरतुषे नमः वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे नमो ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णा पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे. Okay, so we'll be reading Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 8, Chapter 12, text number 7. Tvam Brahma Purnam. I have to be at a more better light. It's evening now. Okay. Purnam Amritam Vigurnam Vishokam Ananda Matram Avikaram Ananyat Anyat विश्वस्य हेतुर उदय स्थिति समस्यामनम आत्मेश्वर स्वरस्य च तद अपे अपेक्षतया न पे पेकसः. Translation by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. My Lord, you are the Supreme Brahman, complete in everything, being completely spiritual. You are eternal, free from the material modes of nature, and full of transcendental bliss. Indeed, for you there is no question of lamentation. Since you are the supreme cause, the cause of all causes, nothing can exist without you. Yet, we are different from you in a relationship of cause and effect. But in one sense, the cause and effect are different. You are the original cause of creation, manifestation, and annihilation, and you bestow benedictions upon all living entity. Everyone depends upon you for the result of his activities, but you are always independent. So just to analyze different concepts that has been given, this is the prayer done about the Supreme Lord. And so he is not like us, that body is different, soul is different. Our soul is spiritual, body is material. But Lord is completely spiritual. Everything is spiritual. And whatever he creates, it is also spiritual, like our soul or so many energies. So like a king is sitting in one place, but then he can control everything. So Lord is he's creating, he's maintaining, he's destroying, and he always lives in bliss. And he never laments, like lamentation and hankering, that is for the material world. But once we are all the lamentation, shoka, moha, bhayapaha, that shoka, moha, illusion, fear, that everything is gone away if we are situated in transcendence. He is the supreme cause, the Brahman. When we say supreme, Brahman means the greatest and heavy. And the cause, like it is that Krishna is the cause of everything. Nothing can exist. Means by his external energy, he creates this material world, and by his internal energy, his spiritual world is there. And by marginal energy, we are creating. Why we are called marginal? Because we are in between the two. We have full potency to go back to the spiritual kingdom, but that is by misuse of our independence, we have come to the material world. So cause and effect for us is cause is different. Cause is Krishna, and effect is what we see in the material world. Or effect, like we work, and then there is certain effect. But for Krishna, cause and effect is the same. There is no difference in cause and effect. So he is the original cause of creation, manifestation, means maintaining and annihilation, and he gives benediction to all the living entities. So everything depends upon Krishna and result of this activity, but he is always independent. So just like the king, he is not dependent on his praja. He is self-sufficient. Krishna is also Atmaram. So Prabhupada is explaining these things, and these things could be enjoyed by us, or it is a glorification of the Lord, and only we can understand those things by mercy of Krishna or his devotees. The purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai, the Supreme Personality of Godhead says in Bhagavad Gita, Maya tatam idam sarvam jagat avyakta murtina mat sthani sarva bhutani na chaham teshva avasthitah. By me in my unmanifested form, this entire universe is pervaded, unmanifested and unmanifested form. And that is one of the energy. Unmanifested means he is not there, he is not manifesting, but his whole universe is pervaded by the energy, not directly the sun. Like king does not go, like there is a prison house, is his energy, but he does not go, but his presence is there. His photos are there. His dictation and command is there. So all beings are in me, but I am not in them. They are situated in Krishna's energy, but Krishna is not in them. This explains the philosophy of simultaneously oneness and difference, known as Achinta Bheda Bhed Tattva. Achinta Bheda Bhed Tattva means inconceivable one and the difference, just like a gold mountain and then a little gold ring. So gold ring is also gold, but gold mountain, but there is a difference in ordinarily that gold mountain is so big, so huge, so heavy, and so valuable. But ring can be very small. So ring has not that much importance. Importance in one sense it is there, but it's not as valuable as the whole mountain. So this is like sun or a snake, and a snake has made a coil, but it is the same snake who could be very long, but he could lie down with a coil. Both are the same. So in this way, everything is the Supreme Brahman, the personality of Godhead. Yet the Supreme Person is differently situated from everyone in everything. He has his own place, his own entourage, his own friends, his own devotees, his own playful mood. So in this way, he is not there, but at the same time, by his energy is there. The Lord is differently situated from every material. He is the Supreme Brahman, the Supreme Cause, the Supreme Controller. Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigra Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. The Lord is the supreme cause, and his form has nothing to do with the material modes of nature. His form is completely transcendental, not like us. We have difference. Body is different, our thoughts are different, but for Krishna, he always looks for blessing us, he sees our what is our bhav, our emotions. So devotees pray as your devotee is completely free from all desires. For Lordship is also completely free from desires. So desire, thinking, feeling, willing, that is there, but it is all transcendental, not material like us. We are fully independent. So we have a minute independence. Is completely Swarat, and we have very little independence to choose to serve Krishna or to choose serve Maya. And then we get trapped in the Maya, because Maya is also very, very strong. Maya has taken the support of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And if we don't take support from the Supreme Personality, then we could be defeated very easily by Maya. Devi Yesha Gunamai Mama Maya Duratya. Mamaeva ye prapadyante Maya metam tarantite. She has taken, the Maya has taken shelter of Krishna, and we have forgotten Krishna. So on your sanction, everything Krishna sanctions, he'll want. And then even if we have so many desires, but without sanctioning of Krishna, we cannot get anything. But somebody who is just completely dependent on Krishna, or Krishna wants, he's not bound that you will elevate this person or you give him shelter at your lotus feet or bring him back home, back to Godhead. As many as, because independence means he can choose to whom to give shelter, to whom to bring back home, back to Godhead, to whom to give, how much to give to particular person. So although this material world is created by Krishna, but everything becomes on his sanction, to whom he wants to bring to his abode. In Bhagavad Gita, Matta Smritir Jnanam Apohanam Cha. From him comes knowledge, Smriti, remembrance, and forgetfulness. Remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness come from you. Nothing can be done independently. Yet you act independently of the service rendered by your servants. So if somebody is rendering service, he may accept it, he may not accept it. It is up to the Supreme Lord. We have to just please Krishna, and that's how the gopis, that whether he is favorable to us or he is not favorable. Ashlishva padartham pinastumam adarshanam marmatam karotva yatha tatha va vedadhatu lampato mata pranan nasta sudha eva napara. Depends on your mercy for liberation. But when you want to give them liberation, you do not depend on anyone else. Since he's completely Swarat, and he could liberate anybody, he could bring him close to him, he could give any kind of mukti, he could give any kind of wealth, any number of children, whatever opulence is, it is his prerogative. So you may say that does he not follow any kind of dictation? No, he's not under any dictation. As Swarat, whatever he wants, he could do it. But to get the mercy, naturally, we have to surrender. And if we are fully surrendered, or if we are completely dependent on him, so one thing that we have to have a laulyam and completely dependence on the Supreme Lord. He does not depend on us, but we depend on him. By your causeless mercy, you can give liberation to anyone. Those who receive your mercy are called Kripa Siddhi. To reach the platform of perfection takes many, many lives. Bahunam janvanamante jnanavan mam prapadyate vasudeva sarvamiti. So Mahatma Sudurlabha. So Mahatma is very, very rare who understands that that Krishna is everything. So an intelligent person surrenders to Krishna after many, many births, not just in one birth. Nonetheless, even without undergoing severe austerities, one can attain perfection by your mercy. If Lord is merciful on you, he sees you with his glances, then you can be liberated, you can go to him, or you could obtain anything. So devotional service should be unmotivated and free from anyabhilashita sunyam, from impediments, and anyabhilashita shunyam, jnana karma dhyanavartam, anukulena krishnanu, sivanam bhaktir uttama. So devotional service should be unmotivated and free from impediments. Ahetuki apratihata yayatma suprasiddhati. That is the only way that we want happiness. Uh, then that would be just if the Krishna sees us and he is merciful on us. And to get the mercy of Krishna, we have to surrender to him. And this is the position of Nirashi, Nirashishaha, or freedom from expectation or expectations for results. A pure devotee continuously offers transcendental loving service to you, but you may nonetheless offer mercy to anyone without depending on his service. Whatever he has done, it does not depend, but somehow we should be under the eye of Krishna, and if he becomes merciful, that's fine. If not, then still you continue worshipping him. That's why this gopis, and so he called them at dead of the night to gopis, and they all came, giving up all their relationships, Vedic dharma, family dharma, their husband, children, home, everything, and they went to please Krishna. So that is the way, and we also do the same way, then we can also be free from this material entanglement and would be under the vision of Lord Krishna. Text number 8, Ekastvam eva sad asad Tvayam advayam cha sarvanam Atakratam iveha na vastu bheda agyanatas tvai janair vihito vikalpo yasmad guna vyatikaro nirupadikasya. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace. My dear Lord, your Lordship alone is the cause and the effect. Therefore, although you appear to be two, cause is separate and effect is separate. But for Krishna, is absolute, is one, is not dual. So for him, the cause and effect is the same. But for us, it is different. You are the absolute one. Yes, there is no difference between the gold of a golden ornament and the gold in the mine. There is no difference between cause and the effect. Both of them are the same because effect is Krishna, cause is Krishna. But for us, cause is like we do certain work. So for us, the cause is different and the result are to be given by Krishna. So for Krishna, it is not different. Only because of ignorance do people concoct difference and duality. Heat and cold, nice, nice smelling or nice food. So we have duality. But for Krishna, there is no duality. Everything is Krishna. But Krishna's energy, we say that everything is Krishna means just like the sun. Sun is not only the sun god, but sun globe, then sun rays and the particles floating in the sun rays. So all is sun. We say sun has come, but it has not come on the horizon. It is just underneath the horizon, but still we see that it is sun is there. So we concoct dualities, free from, but for Krishna it is not there. You are free from material contamination. Because we are contaminated, so we think that this is mine, this is enjoyable. So it is depends on our previous training. But for Krishna, everything is Krishna. Since the entire cosmos is caused by you and cannot exist without you, it is an effect of your transcendental qualities. Thus, the conception that Brahman is true and the world is false cannot be maintained. Brahma Satyam Jagat Mithya. Jagat is not Mithya. It is his energy. So Krishna is there and his energies are there. It's fire and heat. You cannot separate them. Sun and his rays or his light. You cannot separate. Wherever there is sun, there is no darkness. So both cannot live together. But here the example is that there is no duality in Krishna. For us, there is duality. So purport, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says that the living entities are representations of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, marginal potency, whereas the various bodies accepted by the living entities are product of the material nature. So body is the material nature from earth, water, fire, air, ether. mind, intelligence, ego. So these 8 things, that is his separated energy, not himself, but Jiva soul is part of Krishna, and who has eligibility to accept this body and material nature or to live in the spiritual kingdom. It is up to us. He gave us the because without freedom, without independence, or without, like, freedom means there has to be some independence to choose Krishna or not to choose Krishna. There cannot be any law. Law is there when there is independence. Some independence is to be there. So we are, the body is the part of the material energy. So body is considered a material and the soul is considered a spiritual. The origin of them both, however, is the same supreme personality of Godhead, as the Lord explains in Bhagavad Gita. Momerapo nalovayo kammano buddhirevacha ahankara iti yamme bhinna prakritirastadha. This is different prakriti of the Lord. Prakriti is one of the energy of the Lord. So that is different. अपरेयम इदस्त्वन्यम प्रकृतिम विद्धि में परम जीवभूता महाबाहो येदम धार्यते जगत. That we are carrying this whole jagat for our utilization, but we could have a spiritual world and Krishna. So it is up to us that he has given us. So earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, and false ego, all together these 8 comprise my separated material energy. But besides this inferior nature, O mighty Arjun, there is a superior energy of mind, which consists of all living entities, the soul, who are struggling with material nature and are sustaining the universe. The universe is sustained by Krishna, but we are also part of that. We are also trying to exploit the material nature, struggling in the material nature. To become free from the material nature, we are struggling, but we do not know what is the proper process or how to go to our original nature in Krishna's abode, or in service of the Krishna, loving devotion to Krishna. So thus, both matter and the living entity are manifestations of energy of the Supreme Lord. Since the energy and the energetic are not different, people say that material world is an energy, but this is all energy of the Lord. Means he's pervading in every, as Paramatma is everywhere, even in Anu and in between the Parmanu also, atom and is in between everything. Is the supreme energetic, the supreme Lord, ultimately the supreme personality of Godhead is everything. In this regard, example may be given of the gold that has not been molded and gold that has been molded into various ornaments. A gold earring and the gold in a mine are different only as cause and effect. Cause is the gold mine and the effect is the gold ring. Otherwise, they are the same, but otherwise, gold is the same. The Vedanta Sutra describes that Brahman is the cause of everything. Brahman is the greatest, that is Krishna. Brahman is different. Brahman is different. Brahman means a great. Janmadhyasya yataha, everything is born of Supreme Brahman, from which everything emanates as different energies. None of these energies, therefore, should be considered false. The Mayavadi, they say Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya. The Mayavadis differentiate between Brahman and Maya is only due to ignorance. So Maya is part of Brahman, is energy of the Brahman. But that energy has to be used for the service of the energetic. Srimad Veera Raga Acharya in his Bhagavad Chandra Chandrika describes the Vaishnava philosophy as follows. The cosmic manifestation is described as Sat and Asat, as Chit and Achit. Matter is Achit, means there is no, say, material is Achit, means there is no attributes, there is no speciality in this Achit or Nirjiv, matter. And the living force is Chit, conscious, fully conscious. But their origin is the supreme personality of God. It are both Nirjiv and Sajiv. Both are is Krishna. But in Nirjiv also there is Paramatma, in whom there is no difference between matter and spirit. For Krishna, there is no difference because both are his energy. A bad child and good child, both are coming from the mother, but one is not as conscious or not as intelligent as the other one. But mother loves both of them. The emanation is from the mother, in whom there is no difference between matter and spirit. According to this conception, the cosmic manifestation, that is the material world, consisting of both matter and spirit, is not different from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Idam hi Vishwam Bhagavan Ive Tarah. This cosmic manifestation is also the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Although it appears different from him, in Bhagavad Gita the Lord says, Maya tatam idam sarvam jagata vyaktamurtina madhisthani sarvabhutani nachaham teshu avasthita. By me, in my unmanifestation form, this entire universe is pervaded. All beings are in me, but I am not in them. Thus, although someone may say that the Supreme Person is different from the cosmic manifestation, actually he is not. The Lord says, Maya tatam idam sarvam. In my impersonal feature, I am spread throughout the world. Therefore, this world is not different from him. The difference is a difference in names. For example, whether we speak of gold earrings, gold bangles, or gold necklaces. Ultimately, they are all gold. In a similar way, all the different manifestations of matter and spirit are ultimately one in the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Ekam eva dvitiyam Brahma. Ekam eva advitiyam Brahma. This is the Vedic version, Chandogya Upanishad 6:1. There is oneness because everything emanates from the Supreme Brahman. The example already given is that there is no difference between a golden earring and the gold mine, as it is. The Vaisheshik philosophers, however, because of their Mayavad conception, create differences. They say Brahma Satyam, Jagan Mithya. The absolute truth is real and the cosmic manifestation is false. But why should the Jagat be considered a Mithya? Jagat is an emanation from Brahman or Krishna or greatest. Therefore, the Jagat is also truth. It is temporary, does not exist, and we are part of Krishna directly, so we should be aware that we have to go back to Krishna's abode, where we could get the full manifestation and not a temporary this Jagat material world. Vaishnavas, therefore, do not consider the Jagat to be Mithya. Rather, they regard everything as a reality in connection with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, reality is there, but they are all meant to utilize for Krishna. If everything, whatever it is energy, it is produced by Krishna. So, we should use everything what is there in the material world for Krishna's service, for his pleasure. But if we use for our pleasure, then we get trapped into the material world. अनासक्तस्य विषयान् यथार्हमुपयुञ्जतः निर्बन्धः कृष्णसम्बन्धे युक्तं वैराग्यमुच्यतम् प्रपञ्चिकतया बुद्ध्या हरिसम्बन्धिवस्तुनः मुमुक्षुभिः परित्यागो वैराग्यं फल्गु उच्यते कथयते. Things should be accepted for the Lord's service. So whatever it is there, that is for Lord's service and not for one's personal sense gratification. If one accepts something without attachment and accepts it because it is related to Krishna, one's renunciation is called Yuktam Vairagyam. Whatever is favorable for the rendering of service to the Lord should be accepted and should not be rejected as a material thing. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. The Jagat should not be rejected as mithya. It is truth, and the truth is realized when everything is engaged in the service of the Lord. A flower accepted for one's sense gratification is material, but when the same flower is offered to Supreme Personality of Godhead by a devotee, it is spiritual. Food taken and cooked for oneself is material, but food cooked for the Supreme Lord is a spiritual prasad. This is a quotation, a question of realization. Actually, everything is given by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and therefore everything is spiritual. But those who are not advanced in proper knowledge make distinction because of the interaction of the three modes of material nature. In this regard, Srila Jiva Goswami says that although the sun is the only light, the sunshine, which is exhibited in 7 colors, and darkness, which is the absence of sunshine, are not different from the sun. For without the existence of the sun, such differentiation cannot exist. There may be varied nomenclature because of different conditions, but they are all the sun, all the sun. The Puranas therefore say. So what is this? Is a long purport that Puranas and everywhere it says that everything is meant for Krishna, His pleasure. And if we use for our pleasure, we get trapped into the material world. Where is there is so darkness is also sun, because darkness we say it is absence of sun. Material world is absence of Krishna, Krishna's realization. So it's not the darkness you could separate. It is all because it's absence of sun. It is we have turned our back on the Supreme Lord. So we cannot see him, but we could see him if we turn our face, or we have प्रेमांजन छुरित भक्ति विलोचन संत सदैव हृदयेश विलोकयन्ति यम श्याम सुंदर अचिंत्य गुण स्वरूपम गोविंदम आदि पुरुषम तमम भजामि. You could see Krishna face to face, but we have to have a qualification. Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanan. That we should, Anjan, we should, like with Krishna, that we put mascara of Krishna's prem. And so prem is the mascara. Then Krishna is visible. He was visible to Dhruv Maharaj, visible to Ambarish Maharaj, visible to Prahlad Maharaj. He could see him. So if we make a process of chanting every time, remembering Satatam Kirtayanto Mam, if we could do that, then naturally Krishna is there in his name also. Krishna is there in many form. Even in a poor people, there could be Krishna, because if Paramatma is there, and with his love, he could please Krishna more than us. एक देशे स्थितस्य संग ज्योत्स्ना विस्तरेण यथा पराश्य ब्रह्मणा शक्तिश तथेदम akhilam jagat. Just like the illumination of a fire, which is situated in one place, is spread all over. The energies of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Parabrahman, are spread all over this universe. Not just this universe, there are millions of universes. And spiritual world also. That is also energy of Krishna. But we belong, because we are of the higher nature, we belong to the spiritual kingdom. So without going there, we cannot be happy. We want the bliss, Ananda that is spreads every moment. It becomes more and more Ananda, because we cannot be satiated unless we are in the spiritual atmosphere. Materially, we can directly perceive the sunshine spreading itself according to different names and activities, but ultimately the sun is one. Similarly, Sarvam Khalo Idam Brahma. Everything is an expansion of the Supreme Brahman. Means material world or wherever, it is all Brahman. It is his energy. But utilize it in a proper way, that we have to follow the scriptures. If we utilize it for our purpose, the materialistic, then that is spoiled, and then we will have to remain in the material world, because our desires would never be fulfilled, and the soul would never be happy. So we have to make, but because the soul is covered by ignorance, so Maya. So as long as we remove the Maya by the knowledge, transcendental knowledge, this Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, they all give us the knowledge that Krishna is the supreme and we are meant for his service. And unless we want to become usher of the position of Krishna, and just like Mayavadis, they think that Krishna has no attributes. He has to take the support of Maya to get the form. But that is all wrong conception, all concoctions are contaminated mind. So like king and like prime minister in his kingdom, they are not different. It is his energies. He is sustaining this. But ultimately he is separate also at the same time. He is not last. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudashyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasheshate. Ultimately what is left is Purna is complete. When material world is annihilated, but still Krishna is there. He's there, and by him this annihilation happens also. By him maintenance is happening. By him we are created being. Swalpam khalo idam Brahma. Everything is an expansion of the Supreme Brahman. Therefore, the Supreme Lord is everything, and He is one without differentiation. There is no existence separate from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Whether we remain in the material world or we remain in the spiritual world, it is both. So you could make the material world also as spiritual by connection with Krishna. So Prabhupada has given us the process of chanting, process of offering, process of worshipping, process of making garland, process of growing, say, flowers, making and offering to Krishna. So everything you do for Krishna becomes transcendental. Everything you do for yourself, for your pleasure, then we get trapped into the material world. That is what is Maya. So it is by this purpose we understand the glories of Krishna. We understand how Krishna is great and what should be done. How we could surrender to him, how we could worship him, how we could spread or bring this living being to his lotus feet. So preaching, distribution of books, explaining to them, making friends, because they would listen to the friends, but they would not listen to somebody who just comes and does not even talk to them. So make friends with the devotees or even non-devotees also. So they could take to Krishna consciousness. In Bhagavad Gita also it says, but if they are demonic, if they don't listen, then don't spend your time with them. Just go to some another person and try to see that if he can take the philosophy. You may say, why I should preach? He also says, don't teach to non-Vaishnavas and don't teach to people who don't want to really take to it or who are offensive. Then there is no point. But devotees are even more okay. More kind, they have more compassion than Krishna himself. They go outwardly, even if they lose their sadhana, they go out of their way to distribute this Krishna consciousness. And that is what Krishna wants us to make efforts as much as possible. Prabhupada gave so much like instruction, distribute books, distribute books, distribute books. Preach to them. Preaching is the essence. The essence of our life is to preach. Essence of our life to take to Krishna consciousness, to chant. And every time chant. And then methods are there how to chant all the time. Even if you are in between, if there are, but at least think of Krishna. From inside, you could think of Krishna. Outward hands, you do your job, and from the mind, you think of Krishna. Because the job you are doing, or with hands you are doing, that is also Krishna. You are making chapatis, buying, doing certain job. So if you think it is for Krishna and it is Krishna, then you will be Krishna conscious. But if you think it is my job, I am earning, I will feed my family, or I will buy the result, or I will make big skyscraper, or I will enjoy like this and that, then you get trapped. You may enjoy or not enjoy according to your destiny, according to your niyati. But if you are using that it is all Krishna, your friendship is that is Krishna, the devotees are Krishna, the offering is Krishna, when you do yajna, that is Krishna, the ahuti is Krishna. So everything is Krishna. And that is the realization that if you feel that it is Krishna, then you become Krishna conscious. Means conscious means Chetna is all Krishna. But we are covered by ignorance. So ignorance has to be removed by hearing again and again and again and touching and serving the Vaishnava, great Vaishnavas. By serving them, this ignorance is removed. Agyanta would be gone. And by thinking that it is all for me, then we get trapped. So we have to know the rules, laws, regulations, how to please Krishna, how to serve the. See, serving somebody with like you may give some water or food or shelter or medicines, and that is temporary thing. But pleasing the senses of Krishna, that's much more higher, millions of times more higher. Like you give some food, then you may not be hungry in the next life. You may give some water, you would not be thirsty. But Krishna is not. So Krishna is everywhere, as you may say, he is also Paramatma. That's fine, but you have to think of the Supreme Lord, and it is expansion is Paramatma, and I'm pleasing to him. Means you won't go, oh, a lion also has or a snake has also Paramatma, and you catch him or you put him on your neck or embrace him. then that would be disaster. So we have to know that it is his energy, and you are worshipping the energetic, and by all the energies, energetic has to be worshipped. You have so many limbs, that is your organs, and then use those limbs. Rashikesha Rashikena Sevanam Bhakti Rottama. That you use your all the faculties that has been given to you. Mm, then you use it for Krishna. In means go to the temple, walking, wash the floor of the temple, cook for by your use your hand, use your ears to hear the katha about Krishna. By your smell, you smell the flowers offer to Krishna, and so different things you could use, and then you become Krishna conscious, and that's why we read all these things, that we could become. Okay, yeah, can you hear? Okay. So I will take one more verse, and if there is any question answers, we would discuss that. So 7, 8, and we will text number 9. We read 2 verses so far. So text number 8, 12, 9. Tvam Brahma Kechit Avayam Ut Dharmam Eke Param Sad Asato Purusham Paresham Anne अन्ये अव्यंतिम नवशक्ति युतम परमत्वम केचिन महापुरुषम अव्ययम आत्म आत्मतंत्रम. Translation: those who are known as the impersonalist Vedantist regard you as the impersonal Brahman. Other known as the Mimamsak philosophers. Mimamsak philosophers regard you as a religion. Mimamsa means who analyze all these things, philosophers. And the Sankhya philosophers regard you as the transcendental person. And there are two Sankhya philosophy. One is the materialistic Sankhya philosophy, and then there is transcendental philosophy that is propagated by Kapil Dev, the son of Devahuti. And another is imposter. Sankhya philosophers regard you as the transcendental person who is beyond Prakriti and Purush, and who is the controller of even the demigods. Prakriti is material nature, Purush is the enjoyer, but real Purush is Krishna. And so we may call ourselves Purush, but we are really not Purush. We are to be enjoyed, but we call Purush in general normal term. Who is the controller of even the demigods. The followers of the codes of devotional service, known as the Pancharatras, regard you as being endowed with 9 different potencies. And the Patanjali philosophers, the followers of Patanjali Muni, regard you as the supreme independent personality of Godhead who has no equal or superior. Yes. No, there is nobody equal or nobody superior to him. Is everything. So how different people they regard you, but it is ultimately it is all Krishna. Sankhya philosophers or Mimamsaka and this impersonal Brahman, they are all looking for Krishna. Everybody searching for Krishna. Everybody wants the greatest happiness of the soul. But unless you come to the Bhakti Yoga, you cannot, means everything depends on Krishna. Even Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, Astanga Yoga, they are all this here. The result would come from Krishna because Krishna is the giver of all these things. Even the Karma Yoga you do, or Yoga means union, or Karma Kand, but who gives the result? Krishna. Ultimately, he is the, so nobody can see, even if somebody is getting gift or something, but where it is coming, ultimately it is Krishna. So why not to directly go to Krishna and worship him? And akama sarva kamova moksha kamodarthi tivrena bhakti yogena yajet purusha param. That with bhakti yoga you worship param purush. Param purush is Krishna. So aham, that is text number 10. Aham parayur रसयो न मरीचि मुख्य जनन्ति यद वीरचित्तं खलु सत्व सर्गः यन् Mayaya Moshita Chetasa Isha Daitya Martya Daya Kim Utas Saswad Abhadra Vrataha. O my Lord, I who am considered to be the best of the demigods, and Lord uh, and Lord Brahma and the great rishis headed by Marichi are born. Marichi's sons, they laughed when Brahmaji was following his daughter Saraswati, and then they came as they were born and they were killed. They had to go back to demigods' places, but so Ganges, Mother Ganges helped them. They became as Garbhasur. First they became the sons of the demon called Nemi, and later on they became sons of Devki, and Kansa killed them so they could be liberated and go back to their place of the spiritual world, or not spiritual world, but in the material world in their position. So Ganges helped them. Means whatever, so she's helping these Garbhasurs who were born, and then they could go back as the sons of Marichi. So it is all, so many things are Leelas of Krishna and his devotees. And we should understand that ultimately our place is the spiritual kingdom. And or even here also, if you serve Krishna and follow all the rules and regulation of devotional service, then we are Jivan Mukta. We have this life or body, but we are free from material entanglement. That is the real realization, that we could be Jivan Mukta in this material world also. Because when there is no attachment to anything, it means it's not that you do not eat or you don't get children or don't get married. Everything you could do, but put Krishna in the center for everything. And regard that I am nothing, we should become very simple and devoted to Krishna. Accept him as Samambonam. Accept him as that he is doing everything. When you wake up, the sleep is given by Krishna. The waking up is done by Krishna. Cooking is, although we are cooking, but it is for Krishna, and it is Krishna is doing, because Krishna, without his sanction, we cannot move. Balana bhako kari sakai jo jaga bairi hoy. So nobody can hurt or damage anybody unless it is sanctioned by Krishna. We are bewildered by your illusory energy and cannot understand what this creation is. Aside from us, what is to be said of others? Like the demons, like demons and asuras and non-believers, and they don't accept that. But devotees, this is prayer by the devotees, understand what this creation is. Aside from us, what is to be said of others, like the demons and human beings who are in the base modes of material nature. Rajogun and Tamogun. How will they know you? Means atheistic people, asuras, demons, they cannot understand Krishna. People don't know that meat eating is dangerous. It should not be eaten. But they try so many ways, go to Kali, go to this, do that way. And so much slaughterhouses have been opened, particularly in Western countries. It's for them to become devotees very difficult. You may say that how the meat eaters, they become devotees, because there was mercy of Srila Prabhupada, and they started chanting and they gave up their previous habits. So if we give up our previous habits, what we have been doing, and think how we could reach to Krishna, how we could make our sambandha gyan with Krishna, and then we have to know our goal is to go in the loving devotional service of the Lord. And who is the Lord, we have to understand. Otherwise, we will think this is also Lord, and it would be service to Maya. Maya comes in so many ways, so many forms, and it will allure you to the material world. So we have to be very strong and should never be given association with devotees and reading and chanting and eating only prasad. So all these things are there. So actually speaking, even those who are situated in material modes of goodness cannot understand the position of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. What then is to be said of those who are situated in Rajogun and Tamogun, the base qualities of the material nature? This is the base. Material nature is with Rajogun and Tamogun. How can we even imagine the Supreme Personality of Godhead? There are so many philosophers trying to understand the absolute truth, but since they are situated in the base qualities, and means Rajogun and Tamogun, material nature, and are addicted to so many bad habits like drinking, meat eating, illicit sex, gambling, and how can they conceive of the Supreme Personality of Godhead? For them, it is impossible. For the present day, the Pancharatriki Vidhi, as enunciated by Narad Muni, is the only hope. Pancharatriki Vidhi means Didi Seva, bringing flowers, garlands, everything. So Pancharatriki and this Bhagavad Vidhi is Navada Bhakti. Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu, Iswaranam Pada Sevanam, Archanam Vandanam Dashyam, Sakya Mata Nivedanam. So both places are should be simultaneously. Just alone you cannot do just see Bhagavad Vidhi, because one has to be in to worship the deities, worship the devotees, build temple, bring people. So both are necessary. So Narad Muni, that is his Pancharatriki Vidhi, because in 5 days only that he wrote and he started this Pancharatriki Vidhi. Srila Rupa Goswami therefore has quoted the following verse from the Brahma Yamala. Shruti Smriti Puranadi Pancharatriki Vidhi Mena Ahant Aikantikir Harer Bhaktir Utpataeva Kalpate. Devotional service of the Lord that ignores the authorities, the Vedic literatures like the Upanishads, Puranas, and Narad Pancharatra is simply an unnecessary disturbance in the society. Bhakti Rasamrat Sindhu has given that 1 to 101. Shruti Smriti, so you should Shruti and Smriti. Shruti Shastra, that is remembered. Shruti means ear, that remembered. The written form came later on, but remember that is all Shruti, that is Vedas, Upanishads, 108 Upanishads. So, and Upanishad, Vedanta Sutra, that is all Shruti. And Smriti, by reading this, and the conclusions are given by Smriti, like 18 Puranas are Smriti, the present day literatures. If it is directly according to the Shruti, then it is Shruti Shastra. It is a mixture, Shruti and Smriti. So if you don't accept Shruti and Smriti and Puranas, then it is, and you do your own concocted thing, it is Utpatayava Kalpate. Ekantaki Harer Bhaktir Utpatayava. Once just unnecessary disturbance. Those who are very advanced in knowledge and are situated in the mode of goodness, follow the Vedic instructions of the Shruti and Smriti and other religious scriptures, including the Pancharatriki Vidhi, without understanding the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In this way, one only creates a disturbance. In this age of Kali, so many gurus have sprung up, and because they do not refer to the Shruti, Smriti, Puranadi, Pancharatrika Vidha, they are creating a great disturbance in the world in regard to understanding the absolute truth. However, those who follow the Pancharatriki Vidhi under the guidance of a proper spiritual master can understand the absolute truth. It is said, Pancharatrasya Kratas Nashya Vakta to Bhagavan Swayam. The Pancharatra system is spoken by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, just like Bhagavad Gita. Vasudeva Sharana Vidur Agyasaiva. The truth can be understood only by one who has taken shelter of the lotus feet of Vasudeva. So what it has been said, that unless you take the shelter of these Puranas and just make your own way, and many people, they don't really read Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, and they also said that this is the words, like Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, while writing, he says that I am not the writer. It is dictated to me by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It's not my same thing for any other scripture. When people they write it, that it is by Krishna himself. You want to give in that way, and then you take to that. So it should be authorized It should be by pure devotee and not reading any book, any scripture. People may say so many things about so many things, but it's straightforward. If you want to go back home, back to Cardad, you have to take to the Vedic scriptures written by or in the front. See, Vedic scripture, they are also for different modes of people. But Srimad Bhagavatam is the topmost. So you take Amal Puran. You may say in this and this Puran, it says such and such. Don't give quotation up from those Puranas. There is no meaning to that. Unless you are in the mode of ignorance or passion. But we should accept what is given in Srimad Bhagavatam. That is Amal Puran. Other Purana, you may say, somewhere it may say that we are all children of Durga Devi, or children of Lord Shiva, or this. But you read what is Bhagavatam is saying. Mamai vansho jiva loke jiva bhuta saran. We are the sons of Krishna. So why not to take to that? And that needs a faith, that needs that you have to follow certain pure devotee of the Lord. Then only you can understand. Otherwise, it's utpat. Utpata eva kalpate. So you have to take and then Hari Bhakti and then Yukta Vairagya means anything for Krishna. Don't think it is matter. There is matter. Oh, Krishna does not like matter. It is just your heart and give your heart. No, matter is part of Krishna's energy and you use it for Krishna's service. It becomes spiritualized. We say prasad. Prasad is food taken by Krishna. He looks at it and he can eat it. So there are many things could be said, but Yukta Vairagya, one time some Birla, they asked that Prabhupada to come, but Prabhupada sent some devotees, and then they were giving some silver swing. And due to, oh, it is material, we would not take it. Prabhupada would not be happy. When Prabhupada heard that, he became very, very angry. Why you did not bring it? Now you have disappointed Birla, and we wanted to have a good relation with him. So they chastise, but then later on they refuse. That your devotees refuse to take it, so we gave it to somebody else. So in this way, Yukta Vairagya means anything could be used for Krishna if it is with love and devotion, and Krishna accept that. Even if you, like sometime he was accepting Sanatana Goswami's bhatis without any salt, without any masala or anything, but he will eat it because he is eating. He's seeing the essence. He's seeing the love with what love that you are offering. So anyway, I will end here. If there is any comments, questions, or any.
So, Hare Krishna
Please.
Maharaj. Thank you
Hare
so
Krishna.
much for such a nectarian and sweet class, and also giving us practical, reminders of how to be Krishna conscious in our day-to-day life.
That purport is not completed. So let me read it little bit quickly. Bahunam janmanam ante jnanavan mam prapadyate vasudeva sarvamiti samahatma sudurlabha. After many births and deaths, he who is actually in knowledge surrenders unto me, knowing me to be the cause of all causes and all that is. Such a great soul is very, very rare. Only those who have surrendered to the lotus feet of Vasudeva can understand Vasudeva, really understand the absolute truth. Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojita Janayati Asu Vairagyam Jnanam Cha Yad I have to come by rendering devotional service. By Pancharatriki Vidhi and Bhagavad Vidhi, the personality of Godhead Sri Krishna, one immediately acquires causeless knowledge and detachment from the world. So just when you eat food, pusti, and so tusti means santusti. Pusti means, and the knowledge that now he gets his strength, knowledge that this is food, now I don't require food. And when you take to this devotional process, then how you'll understand that knowledge about Krishna is gone again, your all the attachment to the material world is gone, and then you feel very happy. That is the result of devotional service. Just like the result of eating nice prasadam, you feel tusti, pusti, santusti, and virakti. Virakti is detachment from that you won't like to eat again. Okay. Therefore, Vasudev Bhagwan Sri Krishna Vasudev really. Sri Krishna personally teaches in Bhagavad Gita. Sarvadharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam vraja. Abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. Bhaktya mam abhi janati yavan yashmi chasvatatvata. One can understand the Supreme Personality as he is only by devotional service. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is not properly understood even by Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma, what to speak of others, but he can be understood by the process of Bhakti Yoga. Maya Saktamana Partha Yogam Yunjan Madashraya Asanshayam Samagram Mam Yatha Gyashasi Tatsuno. If one practices Bhakti Yoga by taking shelter of Vasudev Krishna, simply by hearing Vasudev speak about himself, one can understand everything about him. Indeed, one can understand him completely, samagram. You can understand him completely by the devotional service. Practice of Bhakti Yoga. We have to take shelter of Krishna and his devotees. And we have to be asakta. We should be attached to Krishna. Manapartha, by the mind we should be attached to, like people are attached to money, sex life, or different that I like this, or yogam, and that is the yunjan madashraya, and take shelter at the lotus feet of the Lord, ashraya. Sanshayam samagram, everything. Yatha gyashasi tatshama. How you could do that? You listen to me, and then following verses tells about that. So, okay, now we have read the whole that verse number 10. So 7, 8, 9, and 10. So if there is any comments, questions about devotional service and glorification of the Lord and what is our duty, what we should do, who are asuras, who are suras, both are come from children, but it is our mentality that we reject Krishna and we don't take the shelter of the Lord. So if there is any comments, questions, please unmute and you can ask. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Maharaj, for such a wonderful class. I've been constantly thinking uh, about how practical you were making for all of us to take up to Krishna consciousness and keep following Krishna consciousness. Because sometimes I can definitely speak for myself. Since Krishna has everything, we sometimes wonder how do we please him. And when you spoke about pleasing Krishna's senses and serving and that mood, that was very wonderful to hear, Maharaj, from you. Thank you so much. I don't have any questions. I just wanted to share my appreciation.
Okay.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you for this wonderful class. Good reminder in many ways and some very new things as well. Prabhuji, basically wanted to ask you, yes, everything is controlled by Krishna and, he is everything. However, when we talk of Krishna's mercy many times, so most of the time this karma philosophy, I mean, when he controls everything, he also overlooks the karma philosophy while he's granting or not granting us our desires, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes there is grace, but mostly it is the karma philosophy that is being followed. Is that correct?
Karma follows it is, he has given us a minute independence. Misuse of the minute independence, we do something wrong other than Krishna's service. We serve Maya, eating food outside, stealing, killing somebody, envy. So there are many things in the material world that you all know. So it is not Krishna is saying that, but we desire that. We can desire because there is independence. Wherever there is so these are the thinking, feeling, willing, that is the consciousness of the soul or soul. So it is wrong training, wrong place, wrong that we have done so many lifetimes. Like say Bhishma Pitama, he throwed a snake on the thorns. He was almost dying, and he was. So what happened? Because after 102 years, that he had to bear this arrows. He was lying on the arrows for 52 days. So the result of your karma, so karma, yes, it is very strong and we have to get out of this bad karma. You do the karma, akarma and vikarma. So akarma means doing everything for Krishna. Bad karma, so he has independence. Independence means he has given you certain independence. So he does not disturb the independence. Otherwise, you cannot love. Just like a man has his wife is very sweet, very nice service, and he has a servant. But servant does more than his wife is doing. But he has given independence to the servant, so she could serve better. But he controls his wife, and she cannot serve as much as the servant is doing it. So for love or for service or prem, you require independence. So, but we misuse the independence. We do not understand that it is Krishna who has given us everything. And let us use those for Krishna. And we use it for our senses. Because senses are very strong also. Senses is Maya. Even mind is Maya. Mind intelligence is Maya. Ego that I am the doer, I am this body, I should decorate it very nicely. But decorate it for Krishna's service. Gopis used to dress nicely that Krishna would be happy. Not for themselves, not to show them off. But we do so much show business, and that's why we get trapped. So independence. So it's not just karma. Karma is there. That is right, and mostly it is karma. Most of the 90, more than 95, 99% is goes and rotate or rots in the material world because of our karma. So we do karma for Krishna, not for our senses.
So
Does it
thank
explain to
you.
you?
Yeah, thank you, Prabhuji. But suppose if I want to dress up well, how should I
Mhm.
mentally think that, most of the things are mental? We offer it to Krishna. How should I think that I'm doing it for Krishna in a practical way?
Okay. That's in your mind. You go to temple, dress it that Krishna will see you and would be very happy. But even if you don't dress up Krishna, if you dress up to show to the people that they will like me, they will stare at me, they will be attracted to me. So it is you who has to decide, not Krishna. It is you have to see that I'm cooking for Krishna, I'm working for Krishna, I'm taking care of the children for Krishna. So that is a different thing. So it is he has given you independence, and you misuse of the independence is the cause of our binding, and we have been bound up by this material nature for billions and billions and billions of years.
Yes,
So it is
Prabhuji,
up to you.
but we don't go to the temple. Like many times we are not going to the temple, but we still want to dress up well. Then,
Well, for whom?
well, for ourselves.
For no,
And to be presentable, and of course you want to dress up aptly for the occasion you're going.
yeah, but don't do too much to that people get attracted to you and you get attached to somebody. So if you are doing just for Krishna and his pleasure, that yes, you dress up nicely, there is nothing wrong with that. But mentality should be for Krishna. That he could see your mind, why you are decorating, why you are earning, whatever you are doing, it should be for pleasure of Krishna. Yat karoshi yadashnashi yajyoshi dadasyat yat tapasvasi kaunteya tat kurusho madarpanam. You offer to Krishna everything, even your dresses, your ornaments, your nice look, nice smiles, but it should be for Krishna.
Thank you,
Your
Prabhuji. So
using.
basically, what you're saying is that when you're dressing up, you should just say that I hope Krishna will like it, and that's it.
Right.
Thank you,
Yeah, yeah.
Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Okay, Hare Krishna. Anybody has any another comments?
So actually, Prabhuji, it's very easy then, and everything you do mental, correct? It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
difficult. Yeah.
No,
I mean,
it
you
is
have.
not difficult.
Sorry.
But for sincere people, it is not difficult. But for people who want to show up or who want to think that I am the doer, so it should all be thought that I am not the doer, I am nothing, and it should be very, very humble and surrender to Krishna. It's easy for simple-minded people, but who have a complicated mind and complicated business and complicated way of thinking of Krishna. It has to be, and you have to take a direction from some guru, you have to read scriptures, you have to chant. So everything you have to cook for Krishna. So everything. Now your eating habits is very important. If you go to some hotel or restaurant or some parties and that people will like me, then you get trapped up. So it should be, Krishna should be the first our business, is to think of Krishna. Manmana bhava mad bhakto. Manmana means think of Krishna. It does not say that you have to go to temple. You could become a nice devotee without going to the temple. But your thought should be on Krishna, and you should have a guru as well as reading Srimad, his words, and serving the devotees also and associating with them also.
Thank you so much,
So it's
Prabhuji. Very nice. Hare Krishna.
okay, Hare Krishna. So should we end here, or is there any comments or anything? Or questions?
Hare Krishna Maharaj, my Dandavat Pranam to you. Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. Thank you for your association, and you just reached India, I believe, right?
Yeah, I'm in India. Yeah, just few days back.
Few days back, and then you joined us, and gave the class. And for us, like whether you give class there or here, is the same. It's not difference. So
No, I
like
was very much sick there, but I wanted to touch with devotees. It's association with the Bhagavatam also. So that would give me pleasure, even if I am having so much pain, as if somebody has cut my neck. That would be lesser pain than what I had. Anyway, I had something
But when
different.
you are like with Bhagavatam and giving classes, you are like, you get away from that pain,
Yes.
Very
Your mind could be focused on one thing, either on Bhagavatam or on your pain or on your circumstances or on your fate, many things that you will think. But if you are chanting, and chanting is, your mind could go many places, but mind could go only on one place if you are reading. So it should be read little bit louder, you should chant little louder, that Prabhupada, because you are thinking of the other living beings also at the same time, that they will listen to the holy name of the Lord and they will get purified. Their elevation to human form would be much quicker.
Yes, like we hear that devotee should be paro dukho dukhi, not paro dukho
Yes.
sukhi. Sukhi, the world is like that with enviousness, and paro dukho sukhi. They're happy when the other person is not in a
That's
good situation.
that's a demoniac. That's asura pravatti.
Yeah, and it's there everywhere, Prabhuji, now. Like, I mean,
Yes.
you have to be careful about that, where we associate. And so very nice, and reading all the purports, and it's like such long purports, and you give us all along we were learning. I like the way you conduct the class, because it's like we are hearing and at the same time reading. So I don't have a specific question, but just that want to appreciate Maharaj for your valuable time, and always ready to give class. So it kind of touches on us to also have that enthusiasm. Thank you.
Yeah, both
Thank you.
sides. Both sides. Thank you for your comments.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Maharaj.
Okay. So we should end now.
Thank you, Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Radha Ram
Maharaj.
Prabhu.
Dandavat
Hare
Pranam.
Krishna. Dandavat Pranam. I am thankful to all of you for giving me your wonderful association. Please accept my humble obeisances and join these classes more and more. It should be bigger and bigger, because it's close, although it is with the Zoom and everything, but at least we could see each other with the Zoom also, and we could read together, we could ask questions and discuss, and and it is without going out of the home, just without coming, driving or going to some house, and that may be also another house going. It may be more difficult with the cold weather, and but just going from the comfort of the home, you could association with the Bhagavatam, association with the devotees. And questions are always wonderful. Questions should be there, not that one listen and then don't. It means you have not listened properly. Why it should be? Because any doubts, anything are discussed, that develops more relationship with each other. Okay. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha krapa sindhubhya vacha patitanam pavanebhyo
Vaishnavebhyo. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव की जय, नमस्कार ठाकुर की जय, रुद्राज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, शोभापाठ की जय, विद्वान समिक ऋषि महाराज की जय. Thank you so much, Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Hare
Thank you.
Bol.
Hare Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So I don't know when I have the next class in this month, but I would be going to Udupi for some natural treatment. So if you know the date of the other next time, so I will keep in mind.
Yes, Maharaj, I will share with Shama Rasika Mataji and she will inform you. Since Mataji is
Okay.
here now, so she will be informing you.
Okay.
Yes,
Thank you.
Maharaj. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.